everyone, this video is going to be about pros and cons of getting a piercing. I'm going to start with some pros. You can share your experience with others if you get anything in your body or your earlobes pierced. I pierce for a living, and I can share my experience because with even my cartilage, I've had a hollow needle and with a gun. And then I can tell which one hurts worse, which one heals faster, and it allows my customers to know what the difference is, and I'm not going to lie to them about like the quality and stuff. You can share like how much it hurt, if you do it again, if the shop is professional, if you go to a different shop, and that's how people get their clientele. It's like word to mouth. I think that it's a way of having a personality and expressing yourself. I believe that piercings and tattoos are a form of art, and I'm decorating my body in a form of art. And I think that, it's a statement piece. They can ask you about that. I've had a lot of people at work say, does that hurt? Like, no, of course it doesn't hurt anymore. Like, it's in my lip, or it's in my tongue or my nose, like it doesn't hurt anymore. But I get that question a lot, and it actually kind of annoys me. You can take them out in a couple years if you don't want them, or you can even take them out the next day. They're not permanent. They do leave scarring, but that's just normal with any piercing that you get. Cons of piercings in general is you can get infection, of course, if you do not take care of them well enough and you don't follow what your tattoo or piercer has said. So make sure you clean the area really well, and it can cause an infection. Belly buttons have a really bad form of infection, and that's just because they can reject really easily. I know some of my friends can actually wear a belly ring because their body just rejects the metal in it. It causes scarring, like I said, and it's not big scarring, it's little. I've had my lip pierced 4 times, and it caused a little scarring, and you can't really see it unless you sit there and look really, really close to my face. So it's not noticeable, but there is going to be scarring. So, if you don't want that, then don't get a piercing. Balls off of the jewelry can come off really easily. Like my lip ring, before I changed it to a hoop, the balls would come off constantly. And honestly hated that, so that's why I went to the hoops. They heal fast if you take them out. That can be a con, and that can also be a pro. It's a con if you've had them for years and you have to take it out for work and they close up, then you have to get it re-pierced, and that really sucks. And it also can be a pro because it closes up super fast, so then you're not going to have a big huge hole in your body. It can affect your job. I've had this firsthand. It affects my job all the time. The job that I work at currently lets me and allows me to have piercings, which I'm very thankful for. But I am currently looking for another job, and I honestly think that my piercings have affected my way of getting past more than just an interview. I went for an interview at a Western store, and the first thing he noticed was, hey, you have piercings in your face. You need to take them out. Can you take them out? I'm like, yeah, I can take them out for work. Not a problem. But I think because of that, he picked someone else over me, which is totally fine. Like, that's okay. But, I feel like you shouldn't base my worth ethic on how my face looks, or how my body looks, or how my appearance looks. I think that's very unprofessional, and if I became a boss, I definitely would not base someone on their looks. I would base someone on their worth ethic and their background and what they've been doing. So that really bothers me. Cons of just getting your tongue piercing. Swallowing the balls, I've experienced that a lot with mine. Eating something, swallow it. Biting down really hard, and I end up biting the metal in my mouth. Yeah, mostly it's balls falling off. Other than that, nothing, because besides the first week of swelling, there's not really a con to it. Like, literally, it's the easiest piercing I've actually ever gotten. Lip piercing, cons on that would be that they close easily. I had to take it out for a 4-hour shift at my old job. Completely closed up after a year of having it. I was so pissed, why would it close up that fast? But apparently it does. And for some people, I guess it just depends on their body. My friends have had their lips pierced and they can take out the jewelry and it doesn't close up at all, and I envy them. When I used to have not a hoop in my lip and like the labrae, or whatever you want to call it, the lip stud, whatever, the bar on the back snags on your tooth and gums. It can. And I literally have switched to like the plastic and then the metal top because it can cause tooth decay and like cause your like teeth to erode. And I've actually had that determined by my dentist. So I went to plastic. Cons of your belly button: can get caught on things easily. Like the first week that I had it, I was catching it on my towel, on my clothes, and like for the first couple of days you can't really bend over that easily, and with my job I have to be able to bend and lift things, so that kind of caused a problem. It takes longer to heal than most just because it has to heal from the inside out. Like it may look like it's healed on the outside, but it's not healed on the inside. It can take up to a full year to heal, and even longer depending. I've had mine for about 10 months, and mine's still not completely healed, so I have to be very careful. I make sure that I don't switch out the belly ring too much, because if I do, then it gets really irritated and it almost tries to reject. I changed out my belly ring like a week ago, and it literally tried to reject the metal just because it was irritated. Like, it's fine now, but if you don't want something that's going to take long to heal, and you want something that you can change out really fast, a belly button is not for you. Because you literally, and this is just from my piercer, you're not supposed to have dangly jewelry until at least 6 months, and that's even pushing it, because at the 6-month mark, it's still not completely healed. I literally did not change out my barbell until about 8 months, and then I put in a dangly one, but even at that, I wasn't changing it a lot, and I made sure it was lightweight. If you have a heavy one, it's good for the beach for like a day, but take it out, because that actually can wear and erode the skin around the belly piercing. It has a high rejection rate. Like I was saying, some of my friends literally cannot get their belly pierced because it just rejects the metal. My friend has pierced her belly button 4 times, and each time it's rejected. I only did it as a dare, honestly. That's why I got my belly pierced, just to see like if mine would reject as fast as hers, and I haven't really had as many problems as hers. Let's see. I don't really have any cons on like a nose piercing at all. Like I've never really experienced anything personally, besides the fact that it also can take somewhat long to heal. I say about 6 months when my nose is completely healed, where it wouldn't hurt when I would take one nose ring and change it into another, especially since I had to wear clear studs all the time the first like 6 months that I had it. Other than that, it honestly was probably one of my easiest piercings, besides my tongue. If you guys have any pros or cons, please leave some in the description box or in the comment box and let me know. I would love to hear some of those, because I'm thinking about getting hip dermals. So if anyone knows anything about hip dermals, like pros and cons, if they're good, if they really do leave calluses, if they like are on your pants or they're sitting on your pants, please let me know. I would really enjoy that. Thanks for watching. Bye!